Most of the time, your browser gets web pages by communicating with servers over the internet. Servers are just computers. They're not fundamentally different from the one you're using right now. But they have programs running on them that answer a browser's requests. Your computer is probably connected to Udacity's web server right now, as well as to other web servers.
One of the superpowers of the web is that you can make links to a file or document that's on a different server. For instance, Udacity's website tells your browser to show this video, which is hosted on YouTube's website. A web page can include resources such as videos, images, fonts, or program code from the same web server or from other web servers.
Web browsers and servers interact in a pretty specific way. When you go to a web page or follow a link, your browser makes a request to the server, asking for a particular document by name. And the server sends a response back to the browser containing that document. Or, if it can't find that document, it sends an error message instead. The rules for how these requests and responses work are called the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or HTTP. That's why web addresses usually start with HTTP or HTTPS. It's telling the browser how to talk to the server.
But when you're building a web page for the first time, you won't need to run a server or have any HTTP involved. Instead, you will just save the web page as a file on your computer and open it up in your browser. Your browser can display documents that are stored on your computer, as well as ones from the internet. Later, when you want to publish a web page to the rest of the world, you will do that by putting it onto a server.
So, what goes into a web page? HTML, or Hypertext Markup Language, is the language that we use to provide the structure and the text of web pages. When you load up a website in your browser, the first thing that server sends to your browser is a piece of HTML.
If you look at that HTML file using programmer's tools, you will see all the technical details that tell the browser what to do. When you open that same file in a web browser, the browser will follow those instructions to build and display the page.